We may be a little wobbly today, but it's all right. I think. I hope. We may be a little wobbly. Can't lie. I can't lie. Magic to my ears. All right. What's going on, fam? You're. This is going away. We're not using this one today. Can't lie. I don't know if you guys can hear me or see me. So, if you can hear me or see me, just let me know in the chat. I'm gonna have to take a wild guess. Okay. The chat is there. Wait. All right. Okay, I think. Hi, Bramilla. There we go. YouTube be trying it. My voice is like shoddy today. We all fucked up. Hi Bramilda, hi Shayna. It warms my little heart to see that you're here because I think I'm gonna need you today. Hi Deb. Something about tapping in with the fam just puts me in a good vibration the rest of my day. I hope you have a good one. I hope you all have a good one. Currently at work, but headphone gang in full effect. Shout out to everybody who's at work, for sure. Shout out to everybody who's at work listening to my grown man voice today. Shout out to y'all, my MVPs, you heard? Hi, Jennifer. Trying to catch some of the live between errands. No doubt. Have a good day. Work desktop then. That's funny. Hi, Yesenia. Hi, Annie. The sound and vision. Okay, thank you. Hi, Chosen. I'm so sleepy on my desk. Ain't today your daughter's birthday, Wookie? Shout out to my internet niece. Shout out to all my Libras, you know. Today's my broski's birthday, too. 10/17. I love October, period. So I'm, like, biased, you know what I mean? But. So I don't know if we're going to tap in with a tarot deck or if we're going to tap in with one of the oracles. I don't know. I'm gonna shuffle and I'm gonna see how I feel. Let's see. To be determined. That's the title today. Because I think that vibrationally, energetically, I think that the vibe, I don't think it's off. I just think the vibes are like kind of up in the air. To be determined. So it's my daughter's birthday. She's 13. Oh, I wish I was 13 again, yo. You have no idea the chaos that I was ensuing at 13 years old, okay? No idea. I was actually turning 13 when I got my first tattoo. So that right there would tell you everything you need to know. With that, I'm sending you prayers, girl. Sending you prayers. Happy birthday. 13, and it's best to cut right. Hi, Anna. Let's see. I think that's someone that you, it's funny, because it's like, I used to want that thing forever, but now you can have it back. I already see where this reading is going to go. I used to want this thing forever, now you can have it back. I ain't even going to worry about showing y'all the cards, honestly. Just, it's going to be one of those readings for sure. For sure, for sure. I don't even know that I think I did spray the table. I think I did. All right. Hi, Corinne. Earbud gang. You're. All right. Every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. I need to tell you the truth. I don't want to be toxic anymore. I want to make things right. I'm ready to take my mask off. I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. I underestimated how important you are in my life. I don't feel like I deserve you. That feels like it's one energy, because that could have literally been one whole, like, if somebody was texting someone, this could actually be in a text message. If somebody was texting someone, it would literally be all of that. Could literally be in one little paragraph. The thing is that what we first got is this in the reverse. I want a future with you, but it's in the reverse. So somebody no longer wants that. And because somebody no longer wants that, somebody else is like on their last leg. Yeah, this ain't going to be one of those readings. So we're going to put this away, because that's what the fuck we're not doing today. Right? Moving along. Moving along. The channel manager is out and about today. She's currently sunbathing. Like, I know she knows her name, but I'm low-key starting to feel like she understands that she is, in fact, the channel manager, because every time I say that, her ears go back. That's not crazy? It's a little bit crazy. We're going to put that away. We're going to pack it up, 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 pack it up. I'm low-key worried about pulling from an oracle, because now I feel like that's what's going to be the vibe coming into this. Let's see. Let's try again. Let's see. They're already telling me third time's a charm, so I already feel like we're going to be doing tarot today. But let's see. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Toxic. Somebody is a moron. No, that ass though. Somebody's a moron. Somebody is like, yo, you know that the shit that you're doing is fucked up. You know that the shit that you're doing is not gonna be conducive for you long term. You know that it's not gonna go anywhere. You know that it's not gonna last. You know that it's just gonna probably get you into more shit than what you're already in. But yet and still, you're still doing it. So at that point, like, why? Don't cry about it now. That's the energy that I'm getting. Thrills, which speaks of continuous cycles, bad decisions, and or addictions. But then it's trapped. So somebody's like, yeah, but I'm trapped here, bruh. Stuck, no options, and unforgiveness. Somebody is I don't know if somebody is trying to gaslight you, or somebody will try to gaslight you, or somebody has gaslit themselves into making you the villain. It's going to be one of those ways, right? Because somebody's literally saying, well, I'm just doing these things because you won't talk to me. So it's not because you're doing those things, that's why I don't talk to you. You see how somebody turned that around? Bruh, stop playing with me. We definitely going to the tarot. We definitely going to the tarot, because these oracles playing games in my face right now. This morning, since I was so fucked up yesterday, I woke up this morning, I was like, I'm not going to the gym. I'm staying home. I lied. I definitely lied. So then I did what I needed to do today. And then when I got home, I tried to lay down and go to sleep to take like a nap before starting to record and go live and shit. And I was laying there and I couldn't go back to sleep. And then I just was like, I didn't want to edit because I know once I turned that computer on, I would be there for like 6 hours. And the whole time, I'm thinking to myself, what a fucking boring Friday. I'm saying this because the other day I was on here, on Wednesday, I was on here like, it feels like such a boring Friday. But of course it would, because it's fucking Wednesday. So this morning for like a good 4.5 hours, I was like kind of like dragging my ass and kind of didn't have an itinerary for like what I was going to do today. And I kept thinking like, damn, I hate having my days like this. I hate doing this. Like, I hate when I don't have structure, or like when I don't have a plan of like what my day needs to consist of. I need to be busy. I don't like this. And the whole time I'm laying there thinking, damn, what a Friday. It's fucking Thursday. No, today is Friday. Today is Friday. Where's my phone? Hold on. It's under this fucking box. Yo, that goes to show you how my brain, can y'all hear it sizzling on the grill? Because that's what I feel like. I feel fried, cooked. Yo, because then, but that shit got me off the bed though. Because I'm like, it's not even fucking Friday, it's fucking Thursday. Come on, you still got a whole nother day for the week. You got to get this shit done, It got me up. I'm standing here, right? So it got me up, but it's funny. Somebody may need to unlock a level of the Lulu in order to see something through. I believe that. I believe in that whole like there's a level of the Lulu that's like toxic. You probably shouldn't navigate those waters. But then there's also like this level, it's like a healthy level of the Lulu. Selling yourself kind of like a narrative, but doing it moderately. They're definitely showing me the Temperance card. Where you going? If you get down, you're going inside. Okay. Va para adentro. 1 second. Come on. Oh, look at you being a good girl. Alright. Now, when you leave, lock that. Please. She went right in. That was surprising. Boundaries and envy. I don't know why, because we're gonna move on to the tarot. I don't even know if this person or these people have it figured out, because it just will never make sense to me how somebody can cause something to be the case, and then when things blow up in their face and don't go their way, I could never understand how someone could sit there and act like take no accountability. I cannot understand that. So I got boundaries, but I have envy. And so enough is enough, defending yourself and disrespect, right? But with the envy card is resentful, competitive, and discontent. Somebody's angry at you for having boundaries. It's craziness. Somebody's angry. Hi, Mary Jane. Oh, happy anniversary, Brumilda. Angel vibes. You're. Happy anniversary, girl. Don't even get me started with that song, yo. Don't even get me started. Somebody's literally upset at you because of because you moved on, or because of how dead ass you are about your boundaries. It's whack. That energy is whack. So, third time's a charm, right? Because we're gonna move on to the tarot. No nonsense today. Definitely don't want to spend 3 hours reading that shit. Hold on. I always do this with this box. You would think I have learned by now. Clearly, I have not. Happy Friday, fam. Where was you 5 minutes ago? Because I was just on here saying it's fucking Thursday. It's fucking Thursday, bruh. It's not. Ooh, the moon, darling. We're going to tap in with the unknown. Hold on. My egg is calling. Jess. Not really, but okay. Alright. Alright. The Schweppes one. Can you, who's there, Felix? Alright. Alright. My bad, guys. Alright, so we're gonna tap in and officially start the live. We'll be like 20 minutes in already. These cramps today? Cramping, you're... Can you guys see that? There you go. There's an energy on the table of change. Wheel of Fortune, right? First card out. Something about me and Ice, we go together real bad. The change, though, collective, for some of us, the change is happening within us because, and we can't explain it. Because there's things that we used to want. And I said that. The first card with the Oracle, I said, I used to want that thing forever. You can have it back. So the change for a lot of us is happening within. The things that we wanted, the people that we wanted, the things that we thought we wanted for our life, the jobs, the friends, the goals that we wanted to hit. I think they're changing. They've changed. For a lot of us, it's already happening. It's already taken shape. I also feel like for a lot of us, the Wheel of Fortune is happening around us. And so things are changing around us. And I just feel like some of us have been in kind of this... Pon la nevera, ma. Yeah, I got water. Be careful. Text me. Let me know when you get where you going. Love you too. For some of us, this change is happening all around us, and it's because they almost show me the hangman. It's like I'm standing, but everything else is shifting, has changed. Like I open my eyes and like I'm here, but then I close my eyes, and when I open my eyes, I'm somewhere else. I don't feel like I've moved. I don't feel like I've changed, but everything around me is very different. The people, the energy, the vibes, the location, it feels very like that. For some of us, it's both of these things. So for some of us, inside, how we feel internally has shifted, has changed. And it's almost like we've gone through some type of fucking, I don't know if time warp is the right way to put it, but everything is different. It just feels like nothing is the same. Everything is different. I'm looking at things differently. I feel differently. I'm responding to things differently. I'm reacting to certain energies that and I don't feel like I'm receiving them. I just feel like they're in my space. I'm reacting to them different. It feels very different. Something feels very unfamiliar, very different. It's also very much undetermined, which is interesting because in the title I put to be determined. Okay. Holy shit. I didn't even know there was 2 cards that flipped. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. You could be telling someone this. You could be sitting here listening to me and I'm saying this. Right? Obviously. If that the second way I said that, because obviously you're sitting here, you're listening to me say it, but I feel like someone's listening to me and they're like, that's exactly it. Someone didn't have the words for what they were feeling. Somebody was feeling displaced and maybe even a little bit uncomfortable, but they couldn't put their words on it. Like they couldn't put their finger on it. They couldn't come up with the right words to like describe really what they were feeling. And as they're listening to me say this, they're like, yeah, that's it. 8 of Wands. We're gonna be here for a while. Matter of fact, I already can see it. Yes, like I just said, 7 of Cups. This is somebody who's like, I'm not even sure how to navigate this. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to do anything. Am I supposed to be doing anything to keep implementing the change? Am I supposed to be doing something to fight against this? Like, is this a good thing? Somebody is like very weary. It's like, think of when you walk into like a room or you walk in somewhere and you've never been there and you don't feel imminent danger. However, your intuition, right? Your brain, because the way that our brains are wired, it's to defend us, right? And so even if something isn't posing an imminent threat, they keep telling me that, there is this energy of being on standby, almost like being on alert. Something's still fresh enough to where somebody doesn't know if this is a good thing or if this is a bad thing. This is a relationship. It's the same concept. You've entered into a dynamic, a friendship, a work relationship, a part of your relationship. If this is romantic, if this is a long-term thing, there's a thing here, energy here of like, this is new, and I'm not entirely sure if this is good or if this is bad. I don't know. Somebody could have met other people. This could be within networking. You could have met other people or met new people, and there's a feeling of like, I feel it's almost like I'm kind of comfortable, but I'm a little bit uncomfortable that I'm comfortable. Does that make sense? Because something's telling me I shouldn't feel comfortable here, and somebody's really struggling with discerning if I'm feeling uncomfortable because my brain is telling me I'm not used to this, so I'm not safe, or am I feeling uncomfortable because the vibe is off and I shouldn't be here? Which one is it? Somebody is going back and forth. Somebody's thinking too much into something. Somebody's overthinking. Somebody could have also gotten invited out for like dinner, coffee. This doesn't have to be romantic. This could definitely be like a friendship thing. Like you met somebody and somebody's like, yo, you should link up with us. We go out to coffee every Domingo, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever. You should pull up. You should come out, meet me, or like meet us if this is a friend group of some sort. If this is people you're working with, whether you've been at this job for a while or you're new there, it's like you get invited out and you're like, damn, I never been around these people before. I don't know if I should do that. I think if you meeting somebody in a public place, do it. Like if somebody's trying to meet you somewhere and it's not a public spot, probably don't do that. But if somebody's trying to link up with you, especially if it's a group of people and you guys are going out to like a group setting, because I also feel like this could be borderline, like wherever they invited you is something that you don't normally do. So if this is work friends, or if this is like people at work, or just people in your building, like that work in your building, they don't necessarily work in your job. It's like you don't socialize with people at work. But now these people are inviting you out and you're like, well, trust your discernment, collective. Because you might actually enjoy yourself. You might actually meet some people that are pretty dope. If you're just not going because you have a rule of not getting along with people at work, or you have a rule of not making new friends as adults, then that's different. The discernment here is what's important. Somebody's gonna meet someone in an if they're telling me unconventional, I don't know that that's the word I'm looking for, but they are making me feel like it's a way that I wouldn't have normally met somebody. I meet somebody that way. And I think that also for someone, because of how you met someone, it has you weary. It's like I met someone through work, but because I met them at work, I don't think I could lock in with this person. I don't see this being a long-term friendship or whatever. Like I don't feel that. The thing is, I think that it can be, or it will be. I just feel like right now where somebody's on the fence with something, but it's because they're thinking too much into this shit. Like, lo que será, será, right? Like, to be determined is let it be. Let it be. Just let it happen. Let it run its course, you know? If this is dating, I gotta say this, right? And it's so funny because prayers out, bro. Prayers out. Somebody said something to me yesterday that I thought was quite interesting. If somebody said something to me yesterday and I laughed and I thought to myself, I'm never worried and I'm definitely never jealous of who spends time with people that I no longer spend time with, because I know what it's like to have spent time with these people. So whether this is romantic, whether this is friendships, it's going to be different for everybody. And I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give too much context there. But don't let it go over your head, right? Like I'm never worried what it's like to spend time with certain people that I no longer spend time with, because I know what it's like to spend time with those people. You feel me? I'm saying that because I think that there's a chance here, there's an opportunity here, there's an option that's gonna come around that's going to show you a different side to something that you've been struggling with. Now, if this is dating, I feel like we read for the polarity here, right? Right. And so on one side, somebody is really struggling with like putting themselves out there, and not, I don't want to say struggling because it's not hard to do. Because somebody corrected me. They're like, bitch, I ain't struggling. I could be outside if I wanted to be outside. That's not where I'm at right now. Like somebody's like, that's not where I'm at, right? That's one side of this. Somebody's like, I'm not overthinking mingling with people. I just don't want to put myself in a position to be mingling with nobody new, because I'm still trying to sort out what I got going on internally. Especially in, like I said, if this is dating, somebody's like, especially in reference to the people that I've dated or the energy that I was just around. Somebody's like cleansing themselves, quite literally probably, Somebody's like, I'm turned off from something, but not because I have a bad taste in my mouth because of what I just went through. It's more so of I'm trying to clear myself, cleanse myself, heal myself before I put myself back outside. That's one. On the other side of this, if this is dating, somebody's all the way outside, but they're feeling like, damn, I don't know if I could trust these people. Damn, I don't know if I could. I met this person through a dating app. Oh, no, it's kind of weird. It's kind of fushy. It's kind of this. It's kind of that. First of all, this side is giving me very much anxiety. Because I just noticed when I was talking about this, somebody's like, I'm cool. I'm chilling. Ain't no way. I'm good. I know where I'm at. I know why I'm here. I know why I'm doing these things. I'm very much in tune. I'm very much intact. I'm very much sure. I'm very much positive. This feels very calm, cool, and collective. This side is like, there's a mess. Like, it feels like, oh my, all right, I'm going to meet this person, talk to them. Oh, yeah, we hit it off. Cool. Give you my number. You say something funny. Now I want to block you. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Like, somebody's all over the place on this side. The thing is, I don't know if I'm picking up on two people that were actually at some point together, no longer together. So this could be like what you and someone is going through, which is interesting to me because in my mind, I'm like, these two people are no longer together. But for some reason, they're still on this. Not that they're on the same time. Maybe that's it. Maybe that is what it is. Because for some, two people are no longer together, but they're still kind of, it's not the same level. It's just, this is how, you know how they say somebody could have a type A personality, somebody could have a type B personality? That's kind of what I'm tapping into. So two people, whether this is somebody you were just dealing with, or this is like a best friend of yours or a sibling, it could be different for everybody. The point is that the way one person is deciding to handle something and the way somebody else is deciding to handle something at the same stages, very different. Again, Wheel of Fortune, it's very different. Two people are deciding to handle things very differently. If this is two people that were previously together, I feel like there's a lot of emphasis on how the other person is handling it. If that makes sense. It's like the person that's over here frantic and like spiraling and doing shit. Because remember when in the oracle we were picking up, somebody was like, again, all over the place and kind of like trying to gaslight. Oh, but it's because you don't talk to me. That's why I'm wilding out. So I said, it's not because you wilding out. That's why I'm not talking to you. It's the other way around. I'm not talking to you. So that's why you're wilding out. Cool. I think that there's a recognition here that lacked prior. It's like in the past, that gaslighting would have actually worked. It did actually work. I just feel like now somebody's trying to gaslight still and it's not working. In fact, the only thing that it's doing is affecting this person in a negative way. Also, the thing is, I don't feel like they're communicating. Did I say that? I don't think I said that, but that feels really big to me. Like, I think this is like an energy thing. Like, this is, think of two siblings, and one sibling is off doing something, and the other sibling is like trying to overcompensate or like beat the other sibling at something. The thing is that this sibling isn't paying them no mind. And so this one is kind of like all over the place, constantly fucking their shit up because they keep looking back to try to figure out, I can't, like that. Like, it feels like that. Like, I don't feel like they're communicating. And this may not be siblings, but that's just an example of what I'm getting there. It feels like a lot, like too much going on. Yeah. Again, I feel like it's funny because, not funny, it's ironic because I feel like a decision needs to be made. It's just, I feel like a decision has been made. I just think somebody may be in denial about that. The Lovers. Somebody's in denial about that. Four of Cups. Next card. Somebody doesn't want to admit that the decision that was, somebody came to a decision. The person, not the person who made the decision. If this is two people, there's one person who's like, I'm There's no other decision to make in reference to a Four of Cups. I ain't fucking with you. I don't want you as a friend. I definitely don't want you as a partner. I definitely don't want you in my space. I definitely don't want you touching anything that got to do with the way I make money. I'm all the way good on this. I'm never going to second guess on something that I know and I have already identified is a Four of Cups. So for somebody here, there's a no question about it. No question about it. Whereas the rat themselves, that Four of Cups, they're sitting there like, I'm a Four of Cups? I ain't a Four of Cups. So I got to scramble and because if this is romantic, somebody's trying to like start dating somebody and like show like I'm happy. You see, I wasn't the problem. Somebody is gonna fuck around and accumulate STDs. I feel that heavily. I didn't want to say that before, but with the Four of Cups, it's like you're gonna fuck around and you're gonna find out. The thing is too is like, haven't you learned this lesson already? Like, haven't you gone through this already? Haven't you experienced something where somebody may have had a scare, and pertaining to something specifically? Because when I just said that, I felt like, bro, didn't you already think you had something? And so now you're choosing to still do the same thing that got you or put you in a position. So the scare wasn't enough. You're just going to go balls in, literally? Cool. Choice is yours. It doesn't have to be that. That is just an example. But it's along those lines. Because it's like, if this is business related, there's somebody who's like doing something in order to build the business. But this thing that they're doing, that they keep doing, somebody keeps doing it. It feels very like over and over and over. It's going to work. It feels mad. Like not angry, but like mad. Like, oh no. Mad. And I'm immediately thinking the madhouse. We're not doing the madhouse today. We'll do the madhouse tomorrow. God, tomorrow's Saturday. And then Sunday's God's day. We'll do the madhouse. Damn, but Monday we're going to start the week like that? This is my problem. Ah, this is my problem. Bro. The madhouse. Somebody's in denial about the fact that they're the problem. That's that. I want to say that really quickly before we get into, because I don't know what this is. This is about to spin us. I don't know where we're going from here. Somebody's like, third time's a charm, but then it's like, why? Don't stop there. Expand. Keep going. Keep growing. Keep learning. Don't be comfortable. Okay. Yo, in my head, I'm like praying, but I'm like, how we got here? I'm having that moment that I was just describing about somebody standing there and like everything is different all of a sudden. I'm having that moment in real time. Like, wait. We really about to do that? Cool. I guess. I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck. And then we're going to go back to the wild unknown. Mad random. Alright. Bueno. I think somebody was selling a narrative, or somebody has always sold a narrative that there's something that they're not. Somebody's always been able, because the word able is really huge. Like, somebody's always had the ability, the capacity. Somebody's kept themselves around people who are either gullible, enablers, or like so self-indulgent is not the word that I'm looking for. It's like so self-absorbed that they never really gave a fuck to what's going on external to them. And so these type of people are good to keep around for this person that I'm picking up on, because because they're so self-absorbed, because they're so selfish, because they're so oblivious, because they're so avoidant and wanting to believe that somebody's people who are willing to believe whatever you tell them because they don't want to address certain things within them. Those are enablers, right? That's how enabling happens. And so this person has been able to push forward some type of narrative, but I want to be very clear. It's not because this person is smart. It's not because this person is slick. It's not because this person is well versed. Because it's like, even at manipulation, this person hasn't thought this through. So no pun intended, I also am hearing it was only a matter of time before somebody pulled this person's card. Also, the fact that somebody pulled this person's card has this person in an upheaval. Because it's like, in the past, somebody has done a lot of work to keep themselves around certain type of people. Remember I was talking about type A people, type B people? I don't even really know the difference between the two, because that's not something I really like look into. I've heard it like on the passing, but it's not something I've like dove into. Either way, this person has done a lot of work to keep themselves in spaces where there's a certain type of people who are going to allow them to be on this pedestal. This is somebody who comes from a really toxic family. This is somebody who comes from a family that they don't communicate. They don't address shit that's fucked up. Whenever something is being addressed, it's an argument, it's a beef, it's a problem. And then even then, things don't actually get addressed. Things don't actually get worked through. In romantic connections, this person is able to sell a narrative, and they choose partners that will enable or be so tired of their shit that they won't even address. Again, this person knows, and I think this person, because I want to clarify that this person is not smarter than the average fifth grader. You know that TV show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? This person is not that. This person has just been doing this for so long. This person understands like how to operate and how to navigate in certain spaces. Excuse me. This person learned how to do this really young. Really young. I also genuinely, I feel like somebody's, when we saw the world card, the Wheel of Fortune, not the world, the Wheel of Fortune first card out from the unknown, Wild Unknown Tarot, and it feels like whatever timeline shift we just went through collectively is about to really have somebody on their ass. I definitely feel like this is unexpected for somebody. Somebody didn't see this coming. This is definitely the energy of like somebody getting the rug pulled from under them. I think it's about to be real hard for somebody. And it's fucked up. Like, this person has been living fucked up. So really, I shouldn't feel like, damn, it's about to get. But my empathy is like, it's about to get really fucked up for somebody. But this is also going to be a lesson for my empaths, because a lot of, and this is why this is coming up in this reading, because a lot of us are going to be crossing paths with people who are in this space on this new timeline. Don't play Captain Save-A-Hole. It's not your job. These people, they're going through it, and it's going to be difficult. It's going to be really hard. It's going to be really fucked up. But it's shit that they've orchestrated. It's things that it's karma that they've accumulated. This is the consequences of the actions that they chose to participate in time and time and time and time again. So no matter how these people paint themselves or try to deliver themselves in your life, You have to be able to discern, collective, that sometimes, a lot of times, when we come across people who are going through really it's not tough times because I don't even know the word that I'm looking for here. It's like it's not like somebody's going through a really tough time that they didn't have no control over this. This is somebody going through a really tough time, and guess what? The times are about to get even tougher because of the choices that somebody made. Let me let Shyla out because I think I low-key feel it in my heart that she's gonna sit down and be good. Is that gonna happen? I don't know, but I feel bad. I don't want to leave her crying out there, or in there rather. Come on, Mooch. Come on. Go to the corner, or you go inside. Go. Come on, look up. Come. My goodness, that's you being good. This is you being a good girl. Good job. I'll give you some churro when we go inside. Okay, I think we're in business. I feel bad. And you know what it is? When I was telling y'all earlier in the live, when I got home, I tried to lay down and rest. So I gassed her. She loves that. When I come home and I'm not home for hours and then I come and I lay down, she lays right next to me. So I feel like when I laid down and I was laying there for 20 minutes going back and forth if today was Thursday or Friday, she laid down and she was already damn near knocked out. And then I got up, put my sweater on, and came outside to do I did a reading for the members, and then I came live. So that's why I feel bad, because I feel like I gassed her. I sold her a dream. I told her we were, like, I made it seem like we were going to lay down and then take a nap and shit, and now I'm out here and she by herself inside. She don't like that shit. She's a Taurus. She got separation anxiety and shit. That's also why I'm in pajamas still. I was supposed to be napping right now. That's how much I love y'all, you know? The message here is to stop trying to save people. I think if you come across people and they're going through a really hard time, I think collective utilize your discernment and be strong enough to step back from these people. Especially if you start to get the inkling of them, I want to help them, or I wish I could help them. Identify how you can help yourself first, and then get busy with that. Keep yourself busy with that. These people, they'll scramble. They'll keep it moving. They'll keep it pushing. I just feel like somebody's inventory is already at capacity. Not everybody's problem got to be your problem. If anybody who's just now coming in, that was the Madhouse. That was the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. And somebody's like, but how did you get that? Not the cards. I shuffled. That's how I got that. How did I get the message? The Ten of Pentacles, where it's supposed to be a really positive energy, for the Madhouse, it is not. For the Madhouse, this is somebody who lies about the abundance that they have. The Ten of Pentacles is somebody who creates an illusion, but really this is how they're living. Somebody doesn't live in a castle. They're poor. And it may not even be like financially poor. This is somebody who's poor, like inside. They're piss poor inside. Like their behavior, their antics, their way of thinking, their soul is poor. And I feel like they've been, like I said, they've been able to keep a certain dynamic of people in their space, because it's something that they learned from a young age. My stomach is growling. Can y'all hear that? That's insane. I'm starving. Okay, hungry. That's the Ten of Pentacles. I also have in the World card, it's usually depicted as a globe, right? And I have a globe on the floor, and if you look closely, there's little demons on the globe. Those are like culture vultures, energy vampires. You ever heard those terms? That's what that is. I don't know why. I may have somebody who is unfamiliar with the Madhouse. So really quickly, I'm just going to let y'all know the story behind it. Or not even the story. I'm going to say this as fucking condensed as I possibly can. The Madhouse is a tarot deck by a guy named Eugene Vaninsky. Homeboy's from Switzerland. if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. Either way, him and his wife did the deck. The deck is pretty, it's super dope, and the quality is very good, but the story behind the deck is diabolical as fuck. Like, the meanings are super deep and super dark for this deck specifically. How he was able, the guy who did this deck, how he was able to get his hand on what ultimately is a journal of a man who spent time in an asylum. A man who spent time in an asylum and kind of kept a journal of like his perspective of things, the things he felt, the things he witnessed, and he wrote about it in this journal. It wasn't a book, because this was like early 1900s type shit, 1800s maybe even. So he just like scribed on like paper, and then the papers were all compiled. How the hell Eugene got his hand on this? And then he ended up turning those journal entries into the deck. And so that's why we see cards where it's like the Ten of Pentacles. Typically, the Ten of Pentacles is abundance. It's amazing. It's good. It's wealth. It's health. It's all the things. But this is somebody who's on the decline. This is somebody who's ascending on their decline. This is somebody who's ascending on their descension, which is wild. I don't think I've ever said that before like that. You ever hear somebody say you're going nowhere fast? I say that a lot, actually. But you ever hear that saying? Because that's what the Ten of Pentacles for the madhouse is. Somebody has been able to build an illusion. The thing is, when you lie, the thing about liars, when you lie enough, you start to believe your own lies. And so this person is not only that they've been able to create this elaborate life and this elaborate personality, and they've been able to sell this to other people. It's more so the fact that they've grown to believe these things, which is why it's so effortless and easy for them to sell the narrative to other people. And so when the card gets pulled, literally, when their card gets pulled and somebody says, actually, you not who you say you are. You not. Actually, you're the complete opposite. I see through you. When they come across somebody like that, after going through this and maintaining this kind of stability, when I said before, somebody was chilling, cooling. I don't even say that, but somebody's like, I'm cooling. I'm all the way good. That's what I say. But then the polarity, somebody else was like all scrambling. Somebody else couldn't even get it the fuck together. They trying to date, they trying to do this, they trying to do that, they trying to travel, they trying to do all the things to prove I'm better without you, or the thing that you said about me is not true. It's very childlike, but this is not a child that I'm tapping into. It's also very stressful, because it's like, for me, energetically, and me, the reader, I'm in both realms. I'm sitting here like, but wouldn't it be just much easier to say, damn, I've been living like that, let me change that? No? Okay, so I digress, because what are we doing? Like, you overcompensating, and you're doing the most, and you're causing more harm than anything else. You're not just gonna say I fucked up, I've been fucking up. You're not just gonna say, all right, I need help. No? Okay. But that's because of the level of denial somebody's in. Somebody's been living this way for a long time. So when you told somebody, collective, because the Ace of Swords, and the only thing that's vibrant in the card is that rose on the floor. Somebody could have a rose tattoo, which is funny because I have one. Because it's a rose and then it's thorns. But the thorns, somebody only has one rose. One truth. Somebody pulling this person's card was the worst case scenario for this person. But the polarity of that is it's a best case scenario. Because yesterday we were talking about how, was it yesterday or the day before? Time is funny to me these days. Somebody, remember I was saying the other day how you asked God for a bike, but he gave you a lemon stand. And then you bitched to God that you didn't get your bike, but God gave you the lemon stand. And you could have fucking bought a car, depending on how much work you were willing to put in. Same concept here, because somebody is blaming someone else for pulling their card without, because they don't understand, they don't have the intelligence to understand the insight. They're not spiritually tapped in enough to even be able to acknowledge or see. This person pulling my card is the best thing that ever happened to me, because this person pulling my card can actually put me back into alignment for me. So if this is romantic, or this was romantic, and this is somebody you've had to pull their card and kind of leave them at the door, that was the best case scenario for this person. Is this person going to drink the water? I don't know, right? We always talk about leading the horse to the water. You led them, but that's where you got to leave them. You can't force them to drink the water. Is this person going to admit, yeah, like, yo, this was fucked up. Let me start changing. Let me start fixing. Let me start rebuilding, right? Let me knock this down first so I can start rebuilding, right? Let me do the work. If they take that, then it's the best case scenario. They're utilizing that lemon stand. They're going to be in a fucking Mercedes in no time. That's what's happening here. The polarity of that is somebody who's going to go deeper, submerge deeper into their fucking psychosis, because essentially that's what this is, a psychosis. Maybe that's why I was drawn to telling you guys about where Eugene got the, what's the word? The inspiration for this deck, because it was an asylum that the guy was in. And this is definitely a psychosis that somebody has created. A psychosis that somebody has created for themselves. And if you do the work deep enough, you understand that this came from somewhere. You wasn't just born like this. This is trauma. This is trauma from your dad. This is trauma from your mom. This is trauma from the grandparents. This is trauma. It's generational trauma. But you wear it every day. How you decided, how you learned. How you taught yourself how to deal with things. Even how you made sense of things with that Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles always fucked me up in this deck. I ain't even gonna lie. Because usually, you know, when people say, oh, I got a little angel and a little devil. Could go either which way, you know, people say that. But in the Two of Pentacles, which the Two of Pentacles is supposed to be that balance. All you see is a little devil, a big, actually, he's not even little, a devil in the background. There's no angel here. What there is a silhouette, which is somebody's higher vibration, higher self. The thing is that silhouette, it's not higher, it's not bigger. And it's a shadow. It's a shadow, but somebody's shadow is in white instead of in black. Somebody's bonded with the negative. Their negative energy, somebody has bonded with them. And not in a way where I can understand you so I can do things differently. Somebody's bonded with their shadow in a way where it's like, yeah, you my twin. But you my twin in a way where it's like the things you telling me to do or the things you pushing me to push for, I'm on the same time with you. Yes, the shadow is, you're supposed to bond with your shadow, but identify the fact that the shadow is there for a specific reason. You know, and somebody I think has been living vicariously through their shadow. Like somebody's shadow has been their fucking, their face. That's been how they, from where they operate. All right, we're gonna put that away. I got the screen blocked of where the chat is at. I am gonna tap in again with you guys, but for right now I got the screen blocked. But I think one of the OGs may have stepped into the chat because of the way I just shuffled the deck. One of the OGs may now be coming into the chat. That's funny how they picked that up for me. Oh, this is the wrong box. That's funny how they do that. Two of Pentacles. We just were talking about this. Two of Pentacles. Remember when I was saying before? I was going like this. And I was, before the madhouse, I was going like this. And I was saying, if this is two people, this is two siblings, two friends, ex-friends, or two exes. They used to be together. They're no longer together. It's two people, but they're like this. I was going like this. And I was like, they're going through the same thing, but it's going through something different. They're at the same level of something. It's like, let's say you were with somebody, y'all broke up. The first stage after the breakup, y'all both there, but y'all both dealing with it different. The second stage after the breakup, y'all both there at the second stage, but y'all dealing with it different. It's like that, right? So I was going like this. First of all, I didn't have those words to articulate that before, but that, how I just explained it is how I meant it 10 minutes ago when I said it. So I did that, right? And then the Four of Cups and all the spiel, we ended up with the Madhouse. We did see the Two of Pentacles with the Madhouse. Now we're seeing the Two of Pentacles with the Wild Unknown, which validates for me. This is collective looking at something from a logical standpoint and saying, okay, even though I was locked in, even though I X, Y, and Z, I'm identifying that this is a Four of Cups. I'm learning or have learned how to deal with this Four of Cups, or lack thereof, not to deal with this Four of Cups. I'm choosing to not deal with this Four of Cups because this Four of Cups is not mine. It's mine if I choose to entertain. I'm not choosing to entertain. In fact, I'm choosing to disengage. That's my Two of Pentacles. It's this way, right here. That's how it came out. So where collective is at their Two of Pentacles, we just saw the other person on their Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. What was the other card we saw? Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Their truth that they have to come to grips with about their Ten of Pentacles that they do not have. Probably some of them have never had it. These are people that go around telling people what they used to do, what they used to have, what they used to do for work. Yeah, I'm like that, I'm like that, I'm like that. It's just right now I hit a rock bottom. But that's how they get people, suck people in, and get people to want to help them, get people to feel bad for them, get people to... Because then they, for all the things that they used to be, for all the things that they used to have, but then these people can never get back to a Ten of Pentacles. And so if you can never get back a Ten of Pentacles, it's because you ain't never had a Ten of Pentacles. Don't let that go over your head. Because there's a lot of people that operate like that. This is just somebody who's operating like that and is super diabolical. But there are a lot of people on a surface level, superficial level, that operate like that. Be very careful, collective, who you're getting in bed with. Because there's people that are portraying a whole identity of something or someone that not only they are not, they've never been. And so they do not have the capacity to ever be. You know how you fall in love with somebody and you think, oh, they're potential. They're just going through something right now. Bruh. If you dealing with somebody, even a friend, you can have a friend for 30 fucking years. And it'll take your ass 30 fucking years because of how much you love them. It'll take you 30 years to realize this motherfucker got an excuse for every fucking brick wall they are choosing to walk into. Notice how I said that. Because it's not that the door is constantly getting slammed. You're choosing to make certain decisions that you know are going to lead you to a brick wall. And you've done it for 30 years. The collective is now saying, it took me 30 years to notice this shit because of my love for somebody. But now that I've noticed it, I'm acting accordingly. This is collective cutting people off. And not just, oh, this person that was toxic, that was cheating, that was low vibrational, blah, 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 it's karmic, right? I dated them for 6 months and it's not, it's them too. But this is not about them. And that's another thing too that is very triggering for me. Stop giving them all the credit. Stop. Because a lot of us are going through things with people that are small. Very, very small. And I don't mean in stature. Because you could be talking about somebody who is 6'4". But their soul, their integrity, they're very small people. They're very minute. They're very unimportant people. Their energy isn't relevant in the greater scheme of things in regard to how you're orchestrating yourself on your journey, and in regards to your journey, period. These people who hurt you, who lied to you, who played in your face, did all these things, these people are minor, minuscule. They have every ingredient to be, it's more than irrelevant. It's more than irrelevant. The thing is that I think that we've given them a lot of power. We also, some of us also have given them a lot of time. And I think even though you can't get, because I always say there's two things, right? You can't take back your word that you spoke, and you can't get back time that you missed. I always say that. I've said that since I was really young. And so I think collective now is on a, I think collective understands, I can't get back that time. And boy, did I waste a lot of time, right? So I'm not going to take it as a waste entirely, because I did learn. And it did bring me here. But moving forward, what I'm not going to do is waste any more time. I don't got, that's too expensive at this point. I don't got it in me. I ain't got it for you. That's the energy that I'm picking up here. Five of Wands. Five of Wands, the Hangman, and Judgment. Collective. Don't be surprised once you start to pull back, because you have every, do not get it twisted, you have every right to pull back. I don't care how long you knew these people. I don't care how long you were sleeping with these people. I don't care how long you entertained them. I don't give a fuck how long you was enabling them. The minute you hit that switch and you realize time is up, because this is people trying to, and I don't even think their intent is to gaslight you. I just think that they've been lying to themselves long enough. They've gaslit themselves long enough to where they genuinely believe that you parting ways is you being the fucked up villain in their story. Because they're little peepees. Because it's not, I mean, they may or may not have little peepees. It may even be a woman I'm talking about. But when I say little peepees, I mean like their ego. Their integrity. Integrity seems really big here, which I'm very happy to see that, to feel that, because I know for a long time, integrity has been lost on us. Like you see women who go outside half naked and they be like, oh, because this is just what I want to wear. It's there's a really big lack of integrity there and self-love. I don't judge, because at the end of the day, everybody takes a different route to get to that point. But people who operate that way, men and women, because men do the same thing. Maybe they don't go outside half naked, but men do a lot of questionable shit. And they claim that it's because they care about themselves. They're putting themselves first, but really it's because of the complete opposite. And so don't get it twisted, right? The thing is that I feel like I said, integrity has been lacking. This is like a few weeks ago, or maybe even last month sometime, I was on here talking about how we need to bring shame back. Because a lot of the funny question, not funny, haha, funny like you a bozo. A lot of questionable shit that's been going on in society, in the world. It's all because and especially if you notice, like if you spend enough time on social media, it's because we don't have, there's no shame, no hay vergüenza. Like you just gonna be out here doing the shit that you doing and you don't have no shame for how you moving. There's no amount of shame. You feel no shame for how you out here playing in people's faces, taking advantage of people who already don't got, scamming people, lying to people, playing with people's feelings. Like no shame at all. Because that's why a lot of shit was happening. So I say all of that to say this. Integrity is going to make a comeback. Which I'm here for it. I'm all the way here for it. And I think that there's still, on this part of the journey, there's still going to be a lot of people who don't get it. And that's okay. It's just, there's going to be a little bit more people who do get it this time around. Whereas in the past, it wasn't even. The score wasn't even by a long shot. I think moving forward, the scales are going to be tipped, which no pun intended, because it is Libra season. And I keep bringing up the Two of Pentacles. I keep bringing up the scale. I recently was on the members, and we had like probably like an hour-long video of me talking about how the Two of Pentacles was so triggering to me. This was recent, like within the last month or so. Which is funny that I'm over here now going on a rant about the Two of Pentacles. But the energy is super necessary. It's super necessary. And so this right here is somebody trying to literally gaslight you, because they've gaslit themselves to believe that the people who don't play into their game are villains in their story. Those are the people who are bad people. When reality hits these people, it's going to hurt. That's why judgment is there. That's also why I keep telling the collective to steer clear. I think for the last 3 days, the messages have come up differently, but the message has ultimately been the same. Leave these people where they are. Leave these people, whether it's your parents, whether it's your siblings, whether it's your children, whether it's best friends. I'm doing the quotes for anybody who's in the headphone gang. Leave these people. They're going to have to sink. They're going to have to sink. Or they're going to struggle to swim to shore. You're going to have to leave them where they're at, though. Because they're going to cost you. In the past, they've costed you. You've been paying for their seat in the boat, and they've been costing you a pretty penny. That bus ticket was $5 for any regular person on that boat. And for them, that ticket that you decided you were going to pay their way, that ticket cost you like 100 beans. Where for everybody else, it just costs $5. That's a hell of a difference. And it's because of the karma that they've accumulated. It's because of the karma that they're orchestrating, that they're literally living through. It's too expensive. It costs too much to play the game. And so I feel like somebody genuinely is feeling torn. Because you know what the right thing to do is, but you're emotionally invested in something. This could definitely be romantic, but it more so feels... That's the Ace of Swords. The truth is going to hurt. There's no other way around that shit. Wow. The Star. Ace of Swords and then the Star. The truth is going to hurt, right? But the truth is never going to hurt you more than the pain of never seeing your star. It's like if you was in the Ace of Swords in the reverse, if you was fighting against this, if you was not acknowledging certain things, then the Star would also be in the reverse. If we was to turn all of this in the reverse, that would lead up to somebody who's lying about the truth, somebody who's in denial about the truth, somebody who's not willing to invoke it, express it, live it, share it, all the work through it, all the things, right? If we had it in the reverse, but it's in the upright. And so somebody is going through it. Somebody is going to acknowledge it. Somebody is doing the work. Somebody is being accountable. That's the person that's going to see the Star energy. The Star energy is dope. Super dope. The Star energy is somebody who has acquired, is what they want me to say. Somebody who's acquired a new level of peace even. It's like I had another, I took the shot. Again, I said this, I've been saying this the last few days. You only miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. And so somebody finally realized, okay, when God gave me the lemon stand, it was so that I could triple my worth. I'm going to do it. Instead of kicking and screaming and being pissed off and fucking burning the damn lemon stand, I'm going to actually put it to work. And what you end up with is the Star. It's a new shot. It's a new chance. And so in the beginning, we just came from the first card was the Wheel of Fortune. And in the Wheel of Fortune, very first card out for this deck, somebody was standing there like, this is unfamiliar as fuck. Somebody may not know how to make lemonade, bro. They don't know that the secret to lemonade is the limes. Somebody don't know that. You heard? I just put y'all on to some sauce right there. Somebody don't know that. Somebody didn't know that. But because somebody didn't run away, they stayed long enough, they end up getting the key. They end up getting something unlocked. They end up getting something that they wouldn't have had otherwise. It's a key ingredient, essentially, for somebody here. That's super dope. That's, you know, people be like, yo, I didn't understand when I was going through it. I didn't understand why or how, or like how the fuck I even was in certain situations. I didn't understand. Because I thought I was doing the work. I thought I was fucking breaking barriers. I thought I was healing shit. Like, but I kept being met with, like, soursop. Like, I kept being met with the negativity and shit. And so for a long time, I was struggling. But I understand now that I had to go through those things in order to get this. In order to be here. In order to understand it this way. It's like that. That's the energy here. All these cards that just, like, slid out. Look at me. About to open the thing. We're going to read this. I'm like, yeah, we're going to read that. I ain't gonna wise. It's a criminy. 7 of Cups, 8 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Somebody doesn't know what to say to change your mind. If this is in business, you don't know what to say. You're trying to figure out what to say so that you can pitch this idea, this business plan. That's what this is. Somebody may not know what to say because they feel like you're different. Somebody doesn't know how to lie to you moving forward. Don't you love it here? I love it here, collective. Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and the Page of the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who's going back and forth. Somebody knows that somebody is very much aware of the right thing to do, the right thing to say, right? Because with the 8, 2 more wands is 10 wands. So somebody is very much aware. They're just choosing to play games with this. The page, the Knight of Wands, the Son of Wands is the Knight of Wands, is somebody who's back and forth with their energy. Somebody's like, I could move forward and do the right thing. I could do the inner child healing. I could do the inner healing. I could do all that thing. It's a lot of work. It's a lot. It's too much. It's too much. It's a lot. I would much rather just waste my energy or put my energy into trying to figure out how to manipulate something moving forward. Like, I figured it out before. I could figure it out again. The thing is that the next card out I got is a 6 of Pentacles, which means that somebody's got it all the way fucked up. Somebody's like, I was able to manipulate a whole lifestyle before, a whole persona. Like, because somebody sold a narrative that they was a good person. And because they figured out how to master being a nice person. 2 different things. I always say that. I always talk about this. Somebody who's a nice person, they know how to split the bill. They know how to play the part. They know when to pick up the bags. They know when to pick up slack. They know how to do that when they have an audience. So if we're talking about like a romantic connection, is the easiest example to give with this. It's like you're in a relationship with a super toxic ass person that's doing you the worst. But when you're around family, friends, your children, strangers in public, in the McDonald's, they're going to be super nice to you. I always use the example of guys that love to like, oh, don't walk on the outside the sidewalk. Let me open the door for you. Let me act chivalrous. Like, I don't even know if that's a word, but let me be like, let me have the chivalry. Let me display that, right? That act of that. All the things. But behind closed doors, they talk to you like you're a piece of shit. They call you out your name. Anything you do is always wrong. It's always a problem. They always annoyed. They're always like bothered. Their energy is very like, it's very not giving. Como se dice, not giving. It's not okay. It's not cool. They belittle you. They play you. They cheat on you. They play in your face. They don't want to help you. Like, this is all behind closed doors. But in public, where people are watching, even if it's strangers. And you know, it's crazy because most people who operate this way, they operate this way and don't even realize that they're doing it because it's something that they've been doing for so long. I had a few exes like this, specifically. And I would always like laugh oh, let me walk on the outside of the sidewalk. Are you dumb? Because how old am I? I'm a grown-ass woman. You, all that nice shit that you like to pretend to be, how about you actually be that nice when you angry? Where's all the I want to take care of you when you pissed off about something? Especially the things that don't even got nothing to do with me. You think it matters to me that you know a fucking old wives fucking tale? Like you, like the old, I don't even, I think that's like a New York thing where it's like the men have to walk on the outside so that their women won't be like catcalled and stupid shit. Like it's dumb. It's my hands work. I can open the door for myself. I don't need you to hold the door for me. I need you to hold your fucking integrity when you got pussy all in your face. That's not mine. You feel me? Like, it's stupid as fuck. But these people, they operate like this, and I don't even think they even realize that this is what they're doing. Because when we pulled from the madhouse, it came up that it was just something that was so deep rooted. Yeah, they're gaslighting you, their actions, but they don't even realize they're gaslighting you because they spent so much time gaslighting themselves into believing this narrative. That's what this is here. Because we got the Knight of Wands. So this isn't something that's genuine. If it would have been the actual Two of Wands, right? Then this would have been something that someone is genuinely investing themselves in, genuinely taking part in. Where you going that you moving super slow? Come, you want to come over here? You reach? You got it. You got it. I don't want to hug you, but I am. I don't care. I'll just take the hairs off my sweater. I don't care. Oh my goodness. I didn't get no treats. I didn't get no nap time. Nothing. I love you. What's the matter? You okay? You want to chill on the table here? I'm almost finished. And then we go inside? Yes? No? Let me move this out your way. Good. Good. You got it. No. See? Tú te luces, nena. I don't want you in front of the camera. She goes straight for the camera. Sit right there. You're good right there. Or you're going to go back to your spot. You can sit right here. Look, there's mass space. Good job. I know people be like, yo, they don't understand what you're saying. But she just sat her ass down. She understands what I'm saying. She just don't like what I'm saying. Difference. Anyway, if this was like this, or if it would have given me a Two of Wands, the card itself, then this would have been different. A whole different message. But this being like this with the Knight, because this is Two Wands, right? But it's with the Knight. And so somebody is literally like, yeah, I'm all in. Yeah, I'm for the relationship. Yeah, I'm for the business. Yeah, I'm your friend. I'm going to play and do all the things, and we're going to play house, and we're going to do all the things that, you know, yeah. But this is every so often. This is de vez en cuando is what they're telling me. This is also the energy of, because it's the Knight. So it's somebody who's, they hot one minute, they cold one minute, they hot one minute, they cold one minute. It's toxic, it's stupid, it's childish, it's immature. It's never going to get nowhere. That's the energy. It's like you take 2 steps forward, you take 20 steps back. That's the energy here. This is somebody, because of the Hermit, this is also somebody who's like, I'm going to go to the gym. You go 3 times, you never go back. This is somebody who's like, oh, I'm going to change the way I'm living, change the way I'm eating, change who I'm dealing with, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do all these things. You do it 2, 3 times, maybe 4 times, and then you stop doing it. That's this energy here. But again, it's funny because, not that it's funny, it's ironic because it's like they're gaslighting or trying to gaslight you into believing these things, right? Or getting other people to believe in these things, in these parts of them, in this behavior, these patterns. They're trying to get other people, they're trying to make sure they maintain so that other people can believe it. The thing is that the whole time they're trying to convince themselves of it. And I don't think they realize that. And I say a lot. I say it a lot. I've said it a lot on this platform. Patterns don't lie, bro. I think it was yesterday we were live and we were talking about how I said, even if you're with somebody for 10 years, I guarantee you, if you go back to thinking of like what happened around the 3 to 5 month line, timeline, you're going to notice that in that 3 to 5 months is when you started to notice, oh, this motherfucker really never had it. Oh, this motherfucker really don't know what is. Oh, this motherfucker really is a liar. Oh, this motherfucker never really worked in this place. Like all the lies and all the funny shit That's not funny, haha. It's funny like, oh, you a clown for real. You funny. All that starts to like fester up within the 3 to 5 month mark. I just was saying that. That's the energy of someone who is moving like this. They can't help it. They cannot help it because this is something they're already hardwired this way. This is how they operate. Me holding on to this water bottle like it's gonna go somewhere. Six of Pentacles is the tangent I just went on, because the Six of Pentacles is the karma coming back to them. Somebody pulls their card. We saw this before. Somebody is going to pull their card. Somebody's going to tell them. This is somebody running around. I'm this person. I'm this person. I'm this person. And the Queen of Swords energy grabs them, catches them. While they're running back and forth. I'm this person. I'm this person. And the Queen of Swords just grabs them. You ever see somebody grab a kid by the nape of their shirt like that? Pull them off their feet. Remember when I was saying this person was small? Because I'm 5'1" on a good day. Depending on if I got Timberlands on, I'm 5'1", right? But this is somebody who's like, actually, you're not. You're small. You're inadequate. You're unhealthy. You're irrelevant. You're very small. The thing is, I don't think that this is a small person. I don't think this is a child. This person may not even be small height-wise. This person may be someone who's actually tall, physically. But they're small here. Their heart is small. Their integrity is almost obsolete. It's almost non-existent. They're small. And these are things, this is how they lived. And so these are things that they're going to have to face now. Or that they're given the option to face now. I don't think that they're all going to choose to face it. I just don't see that happening. King of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. This is the energy of somebody parking someone's ass. That's the intention. Is the Queen of Pentacles. No, Shyla. Okay, you're going in. And I don't like you jumping from this table. Let me open the door for her. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Inside. Go. No, that's not inside. Inside is this way. Go. You tried it, sis. You tried it. You tried it. Also, because that's a whole message right there, which is crazy, but it is. Because somebody's asking, like, how do I know? How do I know? You're going to know. You're going to feel it, right? Because even now, I gave her the shot. I gave her the opportunity. It was good while it lasted. The minute that it was not good, she had to go. Apply that same thing. I mean, I'm talking about the cat, but that's literally a message for somebody. It's like somebody may be wondering if they want to give something another go. I think in their heart, somebody does want to genuinely try every option and every... I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? But somebody does want to see, did they really change this time? Listen, you're going to give them the option, give them the option. But the minute you see that they did not change, you take action. Because if you don't cry wolf after the fact. Also, don't feel ashamed for giving chances. You give as many chances as you have the capacity to give. You know? But at the end of the day, make sure that your intention and your actions are in alignment. Like, don't go into something saying this is your last chance and then you give them 6 more chances. Because now you're creating a pattern. You feel me? So that could be pertaining to the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. The Fool and the Chariot is funny. This feels very simple. This feels like simple energy. It's like, it's simply moving forward. It's simply moving on. It's simply moving past. I think someone made something harder than it needed to be. And I think that the message like that, the way that it came out, was because somebody, Justice and the Four of Pentacles, I think somebody was holding on to making something right, or evening the score, or yeah, making something right or evening the score. Somebody made the issue at hand, somebody made it bigger, somebody gave it more fuel, somebody made it bigger than what it needed to be. But I think that in healing this, in learning these things, I think there's also this understanding that comes up where it's like, it didn't have to be this hard. And moving, you're absolutely not coming back outside. Scratching and meowing at the door. Anyway. Collective. I love you guys wholeheartedly. I fuck with you guys the longest way. Shout out to everybody who hit the like button. And if you haven't, please hit the like button on your way out. Shout out to everybody who's hyping up the lives. I appreciate it wholeheartedly. Shout out to the members, my OGs. I love you guys. You guys got content. I think that came out this morning, but there's more coming. For anybody who's interested in personal readings, I'm only doing personal readings for the Diamond members. And even though I know I thugged it out here, your girl feels like she's dying. So, even though I make it look good, Queen of Wands, I will be taking my ass inside, eating, and going to sleep. I might fuck around and sleep the rest of the day. I don't think I'm doing any editing. I feel like shit. So, I love you guys. It is Friday, apparently, so be careful. Don't drink, don't drive. That shit is for bozos. Thank you. And, don't let nobody's dusty ass son or daughter fuck with your energy, you heard? Don't do it. Don't do it. Somebody... Not too fast. That's funny. The way they just did that. They literally said, not too fast. I don't know if this is romantic. It kind of feels that way. I don't know if this is romantic. But somebody is only checking for you when the people or the person that they said was better than you leaves. I don't think I said this right. Somebody's checking for you, but they're only checking for you whenever the thing that's like keeping them entertained is no longer available. So this is the energy of somebody stalking you, but only when they're not with their other person. This is somebody who is physically maybe like reaching out to you, calling you, texting you, Instagramming you, whatever. When the thing that they left you for is no longer working out, or when they don't have nobody to talk to. It's like somebody in the nighttime is like, I wonder if I could bother this person. It's like that. Go play with your kind, bro. Go play with your kind. Anyway, I love you guys. I fuck with you guys the longest way. And we'll be on tomorrow. Si Dios quiere, we'll be on tomorrow. Today I did an hour. Look at that. Go play with your kind. I don't play with dusties. You heard? Not my kind. Go play with your kind. Thank you. Today I was able to put the live up about an hour beforehand, and I while I was live I was getting messages on the Discord, private messages of people like, thank you. I was able to save it, to save the link so that they can go on. So I'm gonna try to do the same thing tomorrow. I'm gonna try to put the link up ahead of time. I love y'all, and I will see you guys mañana, most definitely.